it might seem a little silly, but I want to pose this to the writer, director, slash actor, slash Easter egg. So bro, I'm a son of two ministers. Okay. I grew up in the
Okay.
church. And one thing that I had as an experience growing up in church was not being able to associate with magic. I was not allowed to watch the Smurfs or play with things that had sorcerers. He-Man was not welcome in my house because ain't no masters of no universe around him.
Right.
Not right. So I'm just curious, like, as you're writing, and I mean, for this is the blurred experience for a lot of us. You know, it's kind of wrestling with what it is you like versus what you think you're supposed to. And I'm just wondering what gave you the confidence, and where did you find that will to say, you know what, regardless of whatever it is that typically these things are associated with, this is my passion, and so I'm going to push this through, and there's room for this, and I'm not afraid to show that the pathway does exist. Like, what fuels that ability to say, I'm not worried about all that?
I think for me, it's more so like, what else do I have to lose at this point, right? It's like, at the end of the day, I've been in this business for a very long time, and I don't know if I can say it like, let me see, how can I say this? So it's like, you go out, you audition as an actor, you do this, you do that. And then you start to get into this side of things where I'm at now, where, you know, I'm director, writing and producing. And, you know, you're looking for those unique stories that are going to basically invoke conversation, that's going to spark something in people, that's going to ignite a movement. And I felt as though this is what that was going to do. Like, it's finally like, let's get out of this taboo element ultimately in our head of what they say we can't do or what we can't be, because we even limit ourselves within our own community, right? Because kind of what we're going back to say about like, oh, we can't talk about magic or we can't associate with this because of church and things on that side. But we all internalize, and we may not like, you know, say it out loud, but we be thinking certain things, right? So I was like, let me take all these inner thoughts. Let me take all these inner emotions. Let me take everything that I ever said that I'm going to suppress and put deep inside of me and just let it go. Because what I've come to discover and what I've come to find out with this, there's so many more people that relate to this story in totality than not. And so there's something for everybody. And I must say this, like, one of the things that I was kind of like, as an artist, sure, I want to share my art, and art is going to invoke conversation, is going to do a lot of things. One of the things that I was kind of like curious about in this moment was, you know, when we do the scene when Seven and Noah have their kiss. And mind you, this is a short film, so there's not a lot of, you know, we don't have a lot of female characters in the short film, but there's more to that in the feature and also within the book. But with that being said, I was like, I wonder what the reception is going to be to, you know, the female audience that are watching. Like, how are they going to feel about this moment? And surprisingly enough, because I felt as though, and it goes back to what Jabbar said, a lot of people in college go into college going to experience life outside of their home now. They get to decide what time they're coming in. They get to decide what religion looks like for them. They get to decide all these different things. And so to see that people really resonated with that moment as well, male or female, it blew my mind. So I was like, okay, so we have something that's here. It's not taboo. This is the real experience. This is what people are going through. We just suppress it. We don't talk about it. So I'm like, let's talk about it. Let's put it out there. It's all magical. Life is magical. So let's put it out there, and let's have a supernatural experience on every level. And so I didn't want to shy away from that. So that's what I did. I said, I'm going to put it all on the line, and I'm just going to do it.